In business, there are those who hold with the status quo and those who break the mould. As the man who transformed MTV from a handful of regional channels into more than 160 channels worldwide, Bill Roedy certainly falls into the latter. This is his book, What Makes Business Rock? Building the World's Largest Global Networks. If you join me in the library, I'll show you what I'm talking about. In 1981, MTV launched and gained momentum after Michael Jackson's 1983 Billie Jean, which was one of the first videos by a black artist to be aired. Fast forward a few years to 1991, and MTV becomes Europe's first non-Soviet channel to be broadcast 24 hours a day in Russia. Powerful stuff that shows music speaks the language of politics. A couple of years later, and it's Beavis and Butthead, controversial cartoon series, but it is extremely funny and sets the tone. Bill Roedy left MTV earlier this year, but he's given us a few insights into how he broke the mold of music television.
The power of music is, it elicits an emotional response that's probably stronger than anything, particularly with younger people. The vision was MTV in every household in the world. I developed a mantra, which was aggressive, creative, relentless distribution, which meant if there wasn't a cable plant, then we worked very hard to get a direct-to-home satellite. I think the secret to our success has been respecting and reflecting local cultures. We were local before local was cool. We have Call to Prayer on our channel in Indonesia and Pakistan 5 times a day. We'll interpret Ramadan in a very youthful way. It's no longer about one country. You know, it used to be when I started 23 years ago, you could develop a very successful business with one country, particularly if it's the United States, because it's so big, and one product. No longer, no longer. You have to be global, and you have to have many products, product innovation. The MTV networks consist of about 20 different brands, including, very importantly, Nickelodeon and comedy. And I think the overriding challenge is to completely reinvent ourselves. Their selves now, as I'm not with the company. You learn from your mistakes. In fact, one of the things that I always wanted to ingrain in the culture is take risk. And obviously when you take risk, you're going to make mistakes. And it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Well, it's a balance of what I have always said, which is breaking the rules, and then also never accepting no for an answer. You're always going to encounter a no, almost every day. So over here we have some more Churchill stuff. Not that MTV hero, I suppose, would be Winston Churchill. Never accepting no for an answer. He gave one of the shortest and most effective speeches ever when he said, never, 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 never quit. I always thought he could have gone a little stronger. He could have used a few more nevers, you know, but he pretty much epitomized, you know, what I really believe in. Music has been such a passion for me. The stories are endless. Singing karaoke with Bono and Sir Bob Geldof. You know, just great innocent fun with celebrities, and then also meeting this array of business leaders and heads of state, giving a speech talking about bringing business together to help fight HIV/AIDS. I happened to be in East Berlin when the wall came down, so it became very symbolizing for us as breaking down barriers, and also as our business was new, we were doing something that was very reflective of change.
Man, I've interviewed many times Bill Roedy on breaking the mold. When you use the internet, they are a fact of life. Hackers have struck it big this year. We'll explain that with the arrival of the cloud, you need to have an umbrella for the days when it rains.
Mainsail, in time with Rolex.